Hey guys, welcome back to Flying in Space with Planet Head. So if you caught my last two videos or last video and a half, the two videos ago I accidentally turned off my mic halfway through the video. Um, so though it was missing about 25 minutes worth of the audio, I ended up just deciding to delete that off, and then I put up an apology video this morning saying I'm sorry for doing that. Um, the thing that upset me the most about that was that I missed a lot of really good scanning footage that I'm hoping that I might be able to recreate a little bit here. So what I thought I would do today is just jump out and start scanning like I did the other day and just get doing that. And that might be my fallback for quite a while of just doing some scanning because I find it is at least a little bit entertaining. Um, because finding fights could take quite a while if you're doing some PvP, so you kind of have to edit those. Nobody really wants to watch a video about mining real time, I don't think. If you do, you're crazy. Um, and I kind of think of this very similar to watching somebody play. I don't never understood videos where people watch other people play um, slot machines, and so, but then you get kind of engrossed in it. You're like, "Ooh, what is this going to hit?" So with this, I kind of think of it very similar. Like it's active gameplay. I can talk about some stuff that maybe are going on in Eve or some other things um, while I'm actually doing it. And then if something does happen, and I can talk about what I'm doing at the time, at least it's interesting. So it's kind of like doing the play-by-play of a football game, but you're both playing the football game and doing the play-by-play. So it does slow me down a little bit, but hoping to kind of recreate what I did 2 days ago, but with the audio working. Now, what I'm going to try to do here is I'm going out to Lowsec, Iridia. You know, I've been out there for the last couple days. And any new site that I see, let's see here, where's my signatures for Iridia? I'm not in Iridia, but I'm on my way there. I'm only like 3 jumps away, and I'll start scanning once I hit Lowsec right now, as long as nobody else is in system. That's the big one for me. So I'm going to go ahead and keep on trucking. Jump, cloak. Um, but whatchamacallit? Oh, that's what I was saying. So one thing that I saw the other day was uh, actually watched a video, and I think I had this at the beginning of the video whenever I was first looking for my first wormhole, was if you're looking to jump into wormhole space, you don't want to do it right near a trade hub. And if you do that, you run the risk of somebody camping that hole on the other side the closer you get to that. So I like to go out and start in Lowsec or NPC nullsec to get started with it. Now we got nobody in system here. We got multiple sites. Cool. So let's go ahead and warp on out here. Didn't need to do that part of it. Launch our probes, cloak it up. Let's see what we got. Now I can't remember. Um, I may talk about a few things that I did the other day on the video that I deleted, so I apologize if I repeat myself. Um, but um, I'm hoping to catch everything here. So, one of the comments that came out recently in the video that I did a week ago about scanning real time that I wasn't super happy with was that I can jump from I can, once my skills are up as high as they are right now, I'm at fours. Um, that was one thing I forgot to do. Shoot. All right. There's an upgrade that I want to do to my scanning ship that I did not do today. I was moving a bunch of other stuff around and taking care of some physical stuff in game today, which was not videotapable. That was the most boring stuff you could possibly do, more so than mining. Um, but so I'll get back to what I was doing, and that'll be something that I can talk about later on. Is you can jump down going from I was so used to as an alpha character going from scanning 8 AU to 4 AU to 2 AU in my scan radius, or um, that I didn't realize my skills had gotten up high enough that I can actually most of the time jump from like a 16 AU through the 8 AU to a 4 AU. Now that my skills are better and I have implants, not implants, I have rigs and things like that that help me. So I should be able to do most of these a little bit better. So I'm going to try that, try to get used to doing that a little bit more often. Um, oh, wait, relic site. Hey, never turn down a relic site. It's always your friend. Analyze. The relic sites are the one thing I will, a lot of times I will scan an entire system down unless a relic site pops up, and then I'll go do that right away. It's almost like instant cache. Now the big, now while this is Lowsec point 3, so this is probably not the best relic site ever. I can kind of show you what I do, which I did not do the last time as well as I should have. Okay, so we got 4 boxes. Now I zoom out as far away as possible, and then I start approaching one of them. And we'll go ahead. Now these are all pretty far away. I'm going for the one that's the farthest away. Now that's turned off. Oop, I got my cloak on. I gotta turn that off. Then as I get closer, I start um, locking up these uh, boxes. And I start cargo scanning. There's 27 kilometers. Why is my... And if any of them is worthwhile, so that's 26,000. That is not worth it for... Ooh, we just had somebody come in system. Okay, so... Okay, I got a Vexer in system. Let's go ahead and pull my drones in. There we go, I just want to see. Sorry, that's only 22. Neither one of those 2 boxes is worth me really trying to... Oh, he left. Even taking the time to do. Um, I know that's terrible. So this one is 88,000. Now, if I was bored and not doing a video, I might actually clean these up. Well, that one's worth 1.3. Okay. Close and close. And put our micro warp drive on. Close the distance on that one. There we go. And we should be within. Just don't want it to bump out past 5,000. It's not going to. Good. It's really the only one that was worthwhile as far as ISK-wise. Now, something that I said the other day in scanning, or did the other day, my one friend, and I think I talked about this in another video, he said that you should clean up all of these boxes because as soon as You clear out one relic site, you then it will then spawn in the region at another site. Well, to be frank with you, you saw what the values of these were. This is Lowsec. It's not really that big a deal, and I'm not planning on sticking around in Lowsec for very long. So I'm actually leaving this up. Now you really don't have to. Um, you can clear these out. It's a good thing. It's good to actually get things if you can. I think of it similar to speed running a combat site. You just want to get the good stuff and go. 30 minutes later, this thing's going to despawn anyway and respawn someplace else. If there's another explorer out here who's trying to find the same spots as me, this will take them a little bit longer to get those spots. So really, you're fighting for ISK. Now, if you're in an area let's go ahead and get to a save spot here. If you're in like a nullsec area that your corporation or your alliance controls, definitely you want to clear those out because then it will respawn and you or your corporation or alliance could get more of them. But when you're talking about a region the size of a massive amount, the odds of you running into a new one are very low in the next 30 minutes that you despawn and respawn back up. Now, I used to be completely against this. I used to be, look, clear them out, get them done. But I've found that you've got to be a little bit more cutthroat when you're playing by yourself. So I've tried to learn to do that. I'm no longer as Care Bearish as I think I'm like 94% Care Bear now. I don't know what. I guess I could look at my Ezekiel board. Okay, so let's get some more probes out. We got nobody in system anymore. Let's see what these other two sites are. Did we lose a site while I was doing that? I think we did. There were 4 sites earlier, weren't there? So let's see if either one of these are wormholes. That's what we're really looking for. I just can't pass up a relic site anytime I see one. Okay, so we're at 16. So those popped up, so I can drop this down to a 4. And then try and find, let's go to this one over here. I'm just looking for one unsecured wormhole. And I made this mistake yesterday, and I need to stop doing it. I'm moving the arrow, the thing before I'm centering on the site. So watch it. So I'll show you what I mean. I'm trying to do. I've always moved the arrows and then centered, which is the opposite back-asswards way that you want to do it. What you want to do every single time is double-click on the anomaly that you're trying to scan down, then move the arrows, because then you know you're right over the top of it. I don't know where I got into that bad habit. Now, I did do the 2 jump for the 16 to 4, but after that, I hate going from missing one and having to go back. Oh, we got a data site. I'm not going to bother with it unless it's a covert ops. There we go. The other thing, too, now that I think about it, the relic site that I didn't just clear out, it's going to clear out in 30 minutes. So I'm really not doing anybody a real negative on that. SCC Secure Key Storage. I think that's I think I looked that up at one point. It is a, let me just pull it up here. I think there is combat involved there. Let's see here. Google. SCC Secure Key Storage. SCC are scattered throughout New Eden and Nullsec banks that hold the bounty money for, well, let's just pull this up. Hello. Um, oh, these are for your ESSs, so I'm not going to bother with that. You can look that up some more if you want to check it out. It's not something that I do right now, but it is something that I might want to do later on. So let's scroll down here. Let's back up to 4. Get this last one. Come on, be an unsecured wormhole. Those are more fun and more fun for you guys to watch me because there's a major chance that I could die if I make a mistake. And I make a lot of mistakes when I'm making these videos. Wormhole! Sweet. The risk reward for this, the reward is for me if I'm actually able to do it. The risk and the fun is for you guys if I could possibly die. Um, good. So, I recently went on to the EVE Online Discord. There is a channel there for FanFest, and people are starting to put a few things in there. And I actually asked a question um, because I had looked up for FanFest. I'm going to warp 30 outside of this. 30. There we go. Oh, I did not have my cloak on. That's fantastic. Yep, I am the best player of EVE ever. Um, and asked a question of I noticed that there were some good straight flights in from Boston and Newark, and I got really quick replies, and there were some guys who said there's some flights coming out from Washington, D.C. that go straight into Reykjavik and also Denver. Now, I'm not going to be flying in from Denver, but if you guys are on the West Coast, supposedly there's direct flights into Reykjavik from Denver for some reason. Although Denver has that huge new um, airport, if I remember correctly. This is called filler talk. Well, I mean, unknown parts of space. Thank you. Beginning. Okay, not good. Perfect. Exactly what I'm looking for. Let's go into this and make it more interesting. All right. I'm going to enter that wormhole. By relic site and data site. Mm-hmm. Okay. So number 1, save the wormhole. Save the cheerleader. Save location. Save it for 2 days and save the wormhole. Why do I save the wormhole number 1? So I don't have to scan it down again. Ooh, lots of cosmic signatures. Lots of them. Number 2, when you're trying to leave, it's a good idea to warp directly to, as long as there aren't any bubbles out, it's a good idea to warp directly to, I'm just going to put up a safe spot here since this is such a large site. There we go. Don't really need it with my cloak, but um, now you're going to, don't yell at me. Um, okay, so let's decloak, send out our probes, warp back to my save spot. I do not hit um, directionally scan enough. I'm terrible at it. I try to keep up with it. You should be hitting it like every other second while you're in um, wormhole space, but I don't, um, especially when I cloak. So, sweet. We got a bunch of stuff here. Let's see what we can find. Number 1, bring that puppy up. Number 2, let's pull this out to a 16. There we go. Number 3, let's just do a random. Let's get it to 16. There we go. A random analyzation. See what happens. This is a small site or small system. Okay, so pulled all those in. Wow. So the question is, do I drop down to an 8 or a 4? I'm going to go with a 4 and just go right down the line on the ones that came up with the best resolution. And I'm going to scan all of these at 4 that stay as circles. I'm just going to do a full tilt scan. Watch all these be gas sites. There's a wormhole. Okay, now you might think I'm crazy, but I'm going to leave that there. I don't need wormholes. I'm looking for other stuff. So this one still has some coherence. I think that's the word I'm looking for. As soon as it pops up with something, unless it's a relic, says it's a relic site or a data site, I will not scan it any farther. So we'll just keep going right down the line here. Now the other option is just go with 4AU and go right down the line with all the dots. I'm actually going to pick at each one of these that have it right now. So there's a data site. That's good. We'll keep going with that one. So you never know out here. The other day when the sound went off, I did a data site and it turned out that I opened up a box and it had like 30 million ISK worth of stuff, which is very rare for a regular data site. So, um, I also kind of like data sites for the fact that while you don't get a lot of ISK out of them, they will randomly give you just weird little blueprints that you can use for stuff. Whether it be your something that helps with your armor, or I've started collecting a bunch of them. Okay, unsecured. Okay, so that is unsecured perimeter comms relay. So that is a sleeper site or whatever it's called. I can't remember. So that is defended. So I can't do that one. So let's just start from the scratch up here. Remember, I started at 16. We'll go down to 4. Just go right down the line here on these. Did I double click on that? I did. Good. I got to remember to double click signature first and analyze. See, I should be just randomly descanning to keep an eye out for what's. Whoa, relic site. And we also found a gas site. So there's and a. Ooh, that was a good one. Relic, gas, and another wormhole. So I've been able to clean up a little bit to see what I need to scan down and what I don't, because I know I don't need to do that gas site anymore. Oh, maybe be a relic site. I mean, a worthwhile relic site. Okay. Don't be a forgotten something something. Be like a Sanchez relic something forgotten. Sanchez decayed. I don't know. Ruined Sanchez Temple. That's what I wanted. Okay. Now here's the kicker. We are in a wormhole. Could be somebody sitting inside of this wormhole. Now, I've been descanning a little bit. I'm not going to do it as much as I should, but this is a relic site within a wormhole. So there's a chance there might be something really worthwhile here. So I need to stay scanned out. I need to keep my D-scan up. Now what I like to do is do a quick look to see where all the boxes are. We're going to go for the middle one right here. Okay. That one right there. Now, I'm going to go ahead and turn my cloak off. Hit my micro warp drive once. And now most of these are going to be in range. And I'm going to cargo scan each one. Anything that's worth over 1 million, there's one of them. I'm going to decrypt. That's 550,000. There we go. 30,000. Okay. So, do that one. Is that the 550? Yes. Okay, so these two are not worthwhile. How about this one here? What I'm looking for is any of them that jump up 77,000. That is what I'm looking for right there. Okay, so I want to close on that one quickly. Now the only problem is I'm right within the if I hit my micro warp drive, I'll overrun it. I want to keep myself moving on it. D-scan now. Now is when I need to pull my D-scan. Second thing I want to do is while I'm closing it out, I want to pull on my drones so it's not obvious that anybody's sitting out here. I don't want to draw attention to myself. Now I'm going to go ahead and take care of this. Now I'm going to go quiet here, hopefully. Actually, I'm going to talk to myself. Okay, careful. A little bit jumpy because of... Oh, this is killing me. Well, I'd be the same amount. I'm going to go that way. Ah, good. Good. Get that going. Okay, let's go up there. Hang it. Okay. Let's, I want to do that one. It's a 5, a 4. Maybe a... No! Stop it. All right. This is going to be bad here. Oh, that's helpful. That is not. That's going to kill me here. Watch this. I'm going to have one more run at this. This is going to be really frustrating. I have not been descanning. Need to relax. 77 million ISK. I think I did that poorly. I might have just run into it badly. Okay, need to... Don't go too fast. Go for the rule of 6. Stay in the middle if I can. Good. Nothing that way. Kill that as quickly as possible. There it is. 1, 2, 3. Let's get that out of there. Let's loot that 77 million. And let's warp to our safe spot. Okay. So there are 2 more sites here that I could do. This site's going to be up for another 30 minutes. Now, the big thing for me is I want to get this 77 million ISK out, and then I can come back to this site if I really want to. That's a big score. If it was like 20 million ISK, I would have kept moving on the site. But might as well get this stuff out of here now while I can. First thing I want to do is descan, make sure there's nobody in the area. I know that my wormhole is within that 14 AU, so I'm going to warp directly to the wormhole. I've said this a couple of times. It's some of the best comments somebody ever put on a video, where they pointed out to me I was warping to the site of the wormhole that I'd scanned down, not the actual wormhole, back in the day. So if I do this and then just jump directly through it, I'm instantly through to the other side. If you warp to the site of the wormhole, it might warp you 5 or 10,000 kilometers off the wormhole. And I'm going to save that. Save location. Don't really need to save it, but might as well. There we go. And I'm going to go ahead and drop this off. So long story short, If you warp 10 kilometers off of it, if somebody's sitting there, they might be able to tackle you and shoot you and kill you. And that's what a lot of people will do. But if you warp directly to the wormhole, as long as you've directionally scanned to make sure that there are no uh, interdiction bubbles around or any ships that could put up an interdiction bubble, you should be okay. 99.9% of the time. So all I'm doing is dropping this off. You know what? I think that was a good video. I think I missed a few little things. I'm going to actually head, once I drop this off, head back into the wormhole, scan down the rest of those sites that I did, and I'm going to go back to that relic site and see if there's anything else that's worthwhile there. But no reason for me to have you guys tag along for that. Um, if I do die, I will let you know on tomorrow's video. uh, I will actually keep track tonight. I started at 7:30. We'll see how much ISK I can get tonight from this one wormhole and however much I want to do. And I'll give you a tally on that tomorrow if I remember. So that's all I've got for now. Thanks so much for watching. And I hope you guys have had a great weekend so far. Um, and I hope you have a great week. And I'll talk to you soon. Fly safe, fly dangerously, fly hard like you want. And have a good one. Bye bye.